What is going on, YouTube? PPS here, YouTube play of the day. We got two spots on the docket today. No long shots yet. It is about 6:30 this morning. Been up and at 'em here. Got early work today, which is a little bit different. So I had to get the videos out early, and want to make sure you guys get some action in here before when we switch it up. As always, early in the month, if you guys do want to see more plays from me, make sure you hit me up in the DMs over on Twitter, and obviously happy to get to those. Um, we are currently now, I believe, on a 4 game heater after hitting our last two. Again, we hit the Framber one in our last outing. Actually, I think it's only one. Gray Crochet was Saturday. Woods Richardson under with Nastrini, no win. That one did hit, so it was one. We did only played one on that day. I do remember now. All these days run together, guys. It's been a little whirlwind once you get into the MLB grind, man. It's a long one. So gets us a 30 and 25, 3.92 units after cashing Woods Richardson under 15.5 in Nastrini, no win against my Brewers. Crazy game again. So it's my first Sunday show in a very long time. So happy to cash in on that. And let's get started. I'm going to pull up my screen here. First play is going to be over on DraftKings. Actually, it's not going to be on DraftKings. I will actually be heading over to FanDuel for the first time in a while because they're giving me a pretty ridiculous price here. I'm going to be playing Tyler Glasnow over 7.5 strikeouts at plus 102. And yeah, you just saw I had it on DraftKings at minus 120, and that's where I thought it should be. I would have probably played it at that, honestly, because I think Glasnow absolutely destroys in this matchup. He's got a fantastic matchup against the Pirates in Pittsburgh, much better pitching park than LA. First off. Second off, if you look at Tyler Glasnow, he has been very, very good. Expected ERA 2.39, expected slugging 311. That's unbelievable. A sub 200 expected batting average against is fantastic as well with a 33% K rate. Looking through all of his pitches and in the whiff rates and everything, slider, curveball have been fantastic. Both of them over a 40% whiff, 46% on the curveball. I do like to see that he throws it to both sides of the plate, lefties and righties. Both can get that smoke from that side. Only 16% usage rate, but when he uses it, it is not getting hit. Obviously, you'd like to see the fastball be, pushing 20 plus percent whiff rate on a four-seamer. Velo seems to be nice and locked in. Slider has been fantastic, again, to both sides of the plate. I looked at the Pirates. Their home was rating out at 27% clip at home so far this year, which obviously is not good. Also, Glasnow has been absolutely wipe out in terms of strikeout numbers. Didn't get there against Arizona. They did a very good job pushing him there. But 8 against the Mets at New York, 10 against San Diego at San Diego in his last 2 road starts. As of right now, he's got a 38% K rate on the road so far this year, which is unbelievable. He has a 2.5 xFIP on the road, which is, again, unbelievable. And on the road right now, he has a sub 100 batting average allowed. That is crazy. And this might be, honestly, if you look at it over his last 5 games, this might be his easiest matchup. Honestly, when you look at it, he had the Mets, Reds, San Diego, Atlanta, Arizona, and now you get the Pirates in Pittsburgh. Also, you have the little revenge narrative if you want to talk about that. I'm sure he's faced some since he's left, but Glasnow, I think, absolutely mows down this lineup. And what I do like too is the dude wipeout. Dude is wipeout to lefties as well. I mean, it's not like he's caring that much about if it's lefty or righty. Against lefties, he's got a 31% K rate, 2.8 xFIP. I mean, he's been fantastic both sides of the plate. And do like to see that they have allowed him to go 7 innings, right? They let him go 7 innings in that last outing, kept his pitch count down, still got the 8 Ks. So they do have the ability to let him go a little bit longer too. So Tyler Glasnow, plus 102, FanDuel. Let me pull up DraftKings. This might be another reason why I just stick on that side. But yeah, you can see that they're giving you a minus 120 on that. I'm going to be going Shota Imanaga and Jesus Luzardo, both to get 5Ks, minus 128 as play number 2. All right, let's talk about Imanaga a little bit. Obviously, been very, very good. I said he would do well against the Brewers, but honestly, the Brewers are kind of on a heater right now, and you don't really want to get in front of them. Right? I mean, it's a tough spot. You have 7 runs, 2 bombs. Yelich, who can't hit a lefty to save his life, goes yard off of him. Milwaukee's a tough place to pitch, right? It really is, and nothing taken away from this dude. I think he's fantastic. I mean, you get a unbelievable spot now. I mean, you're getting to face the White Sox here, who obviously have been terrible. He has a 1.2 ERA at home so far this year. He's getting them in a home matchup, crosstown rivalry. In 30 innings, the dude has a 182 opponent batting average, 32 Ks in those spots. We see DraftKings giving an Imanaga outs prop at over 17.5, minus 260. He's been getting a little bit over a K per inning. I'd be surprised if he doesn't go 6, maybe even more. So in that spot, I think that this strikeout per inning, a little bit more than that. You have one of the worst teams in the MLB in terms of hitting against lefties. They are second last in terms of OPS against lefties. As of right now, we're seeing them strike out at a little bit over a 25% clip. And obviously, Imanaga's got swing and miss stuff and should be able to get deep in this game. Next, I'm going over to Luzardo, right? Luzardo, obviously, one of my guys. I love Jesus Luzardo. Sub 4 xFIP. Get a little bit unlucky in terms of that, but the whiff's still there. 48% on the slider, 47% on the changeup. Really able to nullify those right-handed bats with that changeup. Looking at this matchup a little bit, right? Let's talk about the matchup. Miami gets to face the Rays. We should see an absolute loaded righty lineup. There should be a full righty lineup. And the thing is when you see a full righty lineup and you have a changeup that you primarily only use in those spots, right? I think this is fantastic because now you get to actually use your second highest whiff pitch, right? That changeup, right? He doesn't throw it against lefties. And I think that's going to be really important here because now you're going to be able to get the changeup and the slider because he is able to use both against righties. So really like this spot for Luzardo. The Rays right now are striking out about 27% clip to lefties so far this year. Towards the bottom of the pack in terms of OPS versus lefties, 678, which ranks them 9th worst in the MLB. Obviously, you're going to get Luzardo at home as well, which you obviously like to see. But also on the home numbers, he is significantly better. He's got a 27% K rate at home versus a 18% K rate on the road. He has been getting a little bit more unlucky on the road, but still 3.27 xFIP at home has been really, really good. Home runs per 9 is under 1 at home. And he's been, even with a terrible left on base percentage, he's been doing very, very well. And think Luzardo absolutely mows down. I like Luzardo and just a straight bet if you want to do that, but I think this gives us a little bit more value because I love Imanaga as well. So, all right, guys, that's it. It's too early for me to have a long shot. I don't do home runs. I do mostly 2 RBIs, all this other stuff, but I usually wait a little bit, get some lineups out before I'll drop any of those. So, fortunately, I won't have one today, but I do have those 2. Tyler Glasnow over 7.5, Luzardo 5, Imanaga 5. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys jumping in early and often with me. Again, if you could hit that like button, share the video, please, too. I mean, we've been kind of stuck in that rut of the middle of the baseball season where we haven't been getting as much in terms of trying to grow the channel. So hopefully we'll be able to cash a couple more tickets and get more of you guys on that train. So again, show the recap. Looking forward to adding on to this number. So thank you guys. Appreciate you. Again, best of luck today on this Dinger Tuesday.